welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Sommer. That's my friends. That's Ian Andrews.
And we got Bellion, what is this, vodka?
Bellion Vodka.
What are we doing with vodka? It's an infused vodka, though.
It's kind of, but not really.
With natural flavors.
Yep. So, it
comes with...
It comes with...
a necklace!
It's a necklace you wear once, and then... and then you
it has
bring...
limited flexibility, so...
Yeah, most of them do. And then what you do... Oh,
it has multiple purposes,
and it stings wicked bad. Give me this.
Let's drink some vodka.
Well, you hurt yourself again.
I know, right?
This is a vodka. We do vodka reviews because vodka is trending to the extremes right now.
It is. People love their vodka, and they're adamant that they can taste differences in their vodka.
Right now, this is different though. So this uses the NTX technology. So.
Well,
it sounds fun.
Say no more.
I know, right? So you want to drink this?
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about what NTX is.
That's the fun part. Is you can't necessarily do that.
Okay.
Because basically, the way I looked at it, it's not a supplement, but it's like an herbal. I think integration of I don't know, herbs or supplement stuff. But it's not like vitamins infusions or anything like that.
Okay.
It apparently it's in a patent and it's FDA safe. But they want, they built this product where, and they've been doing testing and stuff, where the stuff they add to it is supposed to help keep your liver safe during a casual alcohol consumption. If you're obviously a massive alcoholic, you're done it.
Right, yeah.
But for people that are, the idea is if you can infuse this stuff into product for casual drinkers, it keeps your it reduces, I think, the stress on your liver a little bit. There's a lot of science and big words behind it that I don't want to bore anyone with, and I will sound stupid, I'll get it wrong, and I'll do disjustice to the company. So let's just say that it's supposed to be more of a preventative measure on your liver.
A more safe vodka for your liver. Okay.
Right.
Hey, if you're an everyday drinker, then maybe that's a good thing.
Now, the tests they did were with, get your blood alcohol to this level 12 times over X amount of periods and whatever, and had some placebos and stuff like that to see if it would work.
See what the degradation of the liver
There's no FDA approval on, which there isn't really on any of those type of herbal product anyway. No. Even muscle builders and all that stuff. It's kind of like, hey, just do whatever you want. And
they can prove it, but they don't
They know it's not going to kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
But they don't know, they can't claim benefits. Right. Which is why this doesn't say anything about, this is going to prevent this.
Right, because they can't make the claim.
So it's a weird position to be in as a brand, because you're basically saying, this has NTX in it. But I'm not going to really tell you what that means.
Right.
And all they got is NTX, a proprietary blend of big word, and potassium sorbate. I can say that one. Okay. But the other ones are pretty big. It's like glycyrrhizin, it sounds weird, and mannitol.
Mannitol's not that big.
Okay, but it's got 2 N's in it. So.
Are you even a mannitol?
I'm a manatee.
Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Put it in mouth. So my goal is to say, okay, that sounds cool. Let's see if it's worth this $27. $27 is what I found out for online. And by worth it in the vodka space, it usually means it doesn't taste like someone's butt, and it doesn't have astringent properties to it.
It's got an interesting sweetness to it. Mm-hmm. Almost like an artificial sweetener flavor.
I think that's the
aspartame.
NTX.
Oh, well, of course.
Do you get...
It's almost a little bit fruity.
There is... I know exactly what you want to say. You haven't come to the conclusion yet. Because when I was reading the patent...
It's kind of weird linger on your mouth, too.
Yeah.
Just kind of sits there.
When I was reading
I might be able to recognize in
oh God, yes, you'll know. When I was reading the patent and then some of the stuff about NTX and what those herbs taste like, what type of impact they have on your taste buds, I'm getting it.
Okay.
And you take another sip.
I'm getting it too. I just don't know what to call it.
Once I let it linger a little bit, I'll see if it's right. So, if you think of like Sambuca. Mm-hmm. Like the star anise flavor.
Hold that.
But it's like the numbing of the absinthe, but it's that like almost a fennelly
mouthfeel, yeah.
Like because it says it's not. It's got I don't know what they said. Anise. It had some sort of anise flower.
The more it sits, the more you really feel it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a growing thing, but it has.
It's like a jambu flower. It's almost numbing.
It is. It's like a numbing. I don't want to say, it kind of makes my mouth react like acidity might.
Yeah.
A little bit of salivation.
Yeah.
A little bit of acidity, like...
That's the scientific word for watering.
Watering? Salvation? Oh.
Not salvation.
Not salvation.
Yeah.
It depends on how you slur your word, how many you've had.
You know what I like about salvation?
So
anybody can get it.
It's the definite... I mean, like you said, this is something there's... I would put $100 down that I can pick that out of a lineup of 100 vodkas.
100 vodkas?
Oh, 200. Doesn't matter.
You're going to be drunk by the time you get to it.
No, that's the first one.
Let's say 20. Let's get real here.
22.
All right.
Because that's the one I think we've done is 22. No, I think you can find this because of the distinct flavor.
Yeah.
It has almost it's still lingering, but almost the sweetness of aspartame with a little bit of like a fennel-y numbing thing going on, almost like I had a black licorice an hour and a half ago and I burped.
It almost has a little bit of an odor to it too, which is saying something because I can't smell it right now.
No, it does have, yeah.
Not like
but
a
it's
vodka
not the odor.
ethanol odor.
It doesn't smell like the taste. It just has a different odor to it.
Yeah. Just like subtlest of herbalness.
Yeah. And so, I mean, obviously those and that's probably the best I could do is say it's got natural flavor. So they took some herbal product and they've infused it in here. So it's not just standard vodka because it has an infusion in it. Yeah. But it's also not Jägermeister.
No.
Like,
No.
It's got herbs.
It's not a liqueur. It's still a vodka.
Right. And it is the fact that they can call it a vodka. Oh, maybe not. It says vodka infused. Nowhere does it just say straight up vodka. Yeah. So maybe they can't call it that. It says BellionVodka.com, but I'm guessing you could do that with anything.
Well, think about the definition of vodka, right? The definition of vodka is something that's distilled to 96%.
Right.
And then cut, right?
Right.
So anything that gets distilled that high doesn't matter what it's from or whatever.
No, so. And once you bring those infusions in, I mean, I was curious as whether it was going to be tasteless, and it's not.
Yeah.
You can definitely taste it.
I was assuming, looking at the bottle, this would be a tasteless bottle of vodka, just like all other vodkas.
Now, that means that in the tastings that we've done with standard vodka, this one would fit in like the one that we called out. Remember when we did the deconstruction? We knew one of them was different.
Yeah.
It's the sweet potato, right?
Right.
So the sweet potato is distilled from sweet potatoes, so you're getting some of those flavors. This is distilled from grain, I believe, and then brought in with these infusions. It's probably in the front. Yeah, but
not on the front.
The aroma is not really easy to describe. Doesn't smell flowery. Doesn't really smell herbal.
Fennel's the only thing I can think of. Like after you said that, I'm kind of like, yeah.
It's not like super black licorice like an absinthe or Sambuca, but it has that lingering, numbing flavor that happens when you do that, like that weird, almost like a fakey candy like flavor.
Right. Yeah. When you go to the Indian restaurant, they have the seeds on the way out with the little. They have like the seeds.
I know what you're talking
spoon
about.
the seeds in, and you can chew it. It's like that's what it kind of reminds me of.
Yeah.
I think that's fennel.
Yeah, probably. Like little fennel seeds?
Yeah.
Yeah, those Indian restaurants are crazy.
The crazy Indian restaurants.
So if you're in the market for something different, and you see Bellion, now you've seen, we've given you the impression that it isn't just straight up tasteless. It's got something. I didn't know.
Something.
I learned something.
There's something there.
It's got NTX technology in it.
Yeah, now we don't know what that is.
We don't know what it is. I'd be curious if you could put this type of infusion into other spirits that's not vodka without imparting that flavor to it too much that it throws off like a rye or a whiskey or anything like that. Or if it really comes down to, I could see putting in a gin.
Yeah. Well, because the herbalness of the gin's going to mask it. Yeah. The gin is going to mask it a little bit.
I personally, my own personal opinion, I would rather mask it because this to me, my expectations would be, it's vodka.
Right.
But it doesn't taste like regular vodka.
I wonder if there's something that would play nicely though, where this flavor might come out. I don't know.
You'd almost have to exploit that flavor as opposed to pretend it's not there.
Yeah, maybe a vodka tonic or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Vodka
it would have to be a vodka, Collins.
Something like that. I would say that too. Yes, I agree 100%. So there you go. That's it. That's Bellion Vodka. $27 online. I don't know what else the pricing is. You'll find it if you see it in the store. Now you know exactly what it tastes like, so you can decide to take that risk or pass. You know, based on what we just said. Yeah. That's why we're here. That's it. You good?
I'm good.
All right, so am I. We're teaching you how to drink. It's just like ice sculpturing, but more fun because you get to break stuff. Worst case, if it doesn't come out right or you break one oddly, then just